with the passing of the father of the nation, Right Honorable George Price. It allows you to do a lot of reflection and to think back to 1950. The image that we have of Mr. Price, he was a bit already an elderly person. But when you think about how radical he was in the 1950s and 60s when he was bracing the British, when he started to talk about independence for Belize, it was something that most of our people did not even think about. So it allows us to realize that, we come from a radical party, a party of social justice, or as what Mr. Price always reminds us, we are a party of service, served people. And that when you see how the party has evolved over the years, we realize that whilst there's a many advancements that we have done, we still have to look back and to back to the basics, as I said this morning, to go back to the issue of social justice, economic justice, or economic equality. In our constitution, we're talking about full employment, so that we need to be able to grow the economy, but in such a way that is going to create economic opportunities for the Belizean people. And this is where we believe that we have to go back to the basic.
In his address to the nation on the occasion of Mr. Price's passing and the funeral, the Prime Minister described Mr. Price as an avatar, and he said, quote, "The nation will never have another Prime Minister like George Price, and the PUP will never have another leader like George Price." Your comments on those words?
He was gracious, and we accept his kind words to the Prime Minister, to the Father of the Nation. It was a pity that the Father of the Nation was not alive to hear those words come out from the Prime Minister. But I have been one that have always been saying that PUP will never have another George Price. We're never going to have a leader that's going to stay around for 40 years to run this great party of ours. And certainly, the kind of Prime Minister that he was, where he had this humility, this sense of service, the deep sense of Christian values, that he has that firm belief in God and in his God, and that he would be able to have that discipline to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning so he could go to church by 5:30 every morning, wherever he is, anywhere in the world. That kind of person, I don't think we're ever going to have a Prime Minister like that. He had a vision for Belize, which was an independent Belize, and he never wavered. He had this resolve of steel, that he would not bend, he would not waver, he would not give in. And not only did he get independence for Belize, but he was wise enough or astute enough that he managed to convince the British. Because remember, the British wanted to leave. As far as they're concerned, they have already gotten what they want from Belize. They wanted to leave. But the Father of the Nation says, well, you're leaving, but you cannot leave until you can give us a defense guarantee. And in 1981, he managed to accomplish that he managed to convince the British that they're going to stay for an unspecified time, so that we can give us more time to be able to work our relationship with Guatemala. That we can. Today, what we're doing, we've been asking all 31 constituencies to do an act of kindness, to show an act of kindness. Be it give a plate of food to a hungry person, help a child across the street, go clean a neighborhood park or your neighborhood, clean it up, or go visit the hospitals or the elderly. That kind of things that we're asking, that social service, that more or less touching with the common people on the street. For instance, just now I just came back from Sister Cecilia. I'm home for the elderly, and I went to visit them, and I spoke to a number of the people.